good, everybody? What's good, everybody? It's RFG back at it today, and I'm just here to further explain why it is a definite fact that the Minnesota Vikings will be in Super Bowl 51 without a doubt. It is set in stone. I don't give a damn if everybody puts every penny that they have on the Vikings in the Super Bowl. They're still gonna go, and the only way the casinos can counteract that is just by rigging the odds to where you can't win as much money back. You see what I'm saying? Basically changing the odds for them to go to the Super Bowl to like 2-1 or 3-1. You see what I'm saying? So there's also going to be a lot of other people who fall for the media bait and bet on the favorite teams this year to go to the Super Bowl, and it's not going to happen. That is called the Las Vegas factor. A simple thing that a lot of people who predict sports rigging, they always forget. Okay, Las Vegas and the media need a favorite team to lose. They need a favorite team to lose in the playoffs so Las Vegas can bank in. Okay, the media baits millions of people to put their money on favorite teams to go to the Super Bowl. Then when it doesn't happen, Las Vegas keeps that money. Okay, so let me just further explain why it is set in stone for the Minnesota Vikings to go to Super Bowl 51 this year. Okay, now we're going to touch into something called etymology. We're going to get into etymology now. Okay, Super Bowl 51, Super Bowl 5-1. 5-1 is your 6, okay? Super Bowl 51. In numerology, in Vedic and Kemetic numerology, 5-1 gives you 6. Super Bowl 51, 5-1 gives you 6. The Minnesota Vikings. Why would you call somebody a Viking? Because the original Vikings were 6 kings. Started off as 6 kings because the Roman numeral V1 gives you 6. The Roman numeral V1 gives you 6. So when you say Vikings, you're really saying 6 kings. 6 kings, Vikings, the 6 kings, the Super Bowl 51, the 6 kings that will be featured in Super Bowl 6, 5-1, the 5-1 kings, Super Bowl 51 kings, the Vikings. V1 is Roman numeral 6. The original word Viking comes from the 6 pharaohs called the Hyksos. Ladies and gentlemen, the original Vikings come from a Kemetic group of pharaohs called the Hyksos. Those were your original Vikings. They were called Hyksos. Okay, the 6 pharaohs who ruled in the 15th dynasty of the pharaohs of Egypt, the 15th dynasty, the Hyksos, the 6 pharaohs. Hyk means 6, and then the sos is the same thing as the OHS, okay? The pharaohs, the 6 pharaohs, the 6 kings are the Vikings, okay? They ruled in the 15th dynasty. 1-5 gives you your 6 again. I want everybody to go research a book called The Black Viking by Bill Downey. A book called The Black Viking by Bill Downey. Ladies and gentlemen, the original pharaohs in Egypt in the 15th dynasty were melanated pharaohs, okay? There were 6 of them, and they were called the Hyksos. After the 15th dynasty, Egypt was raided by people called Nordics, who raided the land and stole their culture. So basically, the European, the Caucasoid Vikings, they got the kilts. You see what I'm saying? They got the kilts from these Egyptian pharaohs because the Egyptian pharaohs wore a kind of kilt as well. So they took that culture and that identity away from the 6 pharaohs known as the Hyksos. It took them about 150 to 200 years for them to go from Hyksos to Viking, because the etymology, you see what I'm saying, of these 2 words means the same thing. Okay, this is how you say Hyksos in Nordic, Viking. This is how you say Viking in Medu Neter, Hyksos. Okay, It means the same thing. This is the history of the Vikings and their true origin, okay? All throughout Europe from 711 AD to 1491 AD, most of your Vikings, about 80% of your Vikings were melanated. Like I said, if you don't believe me, go read a book called Black Viking by Bill Downey. He has all the archaeological evidence to prove his claim. And the Nordics stole their culture from the melanated pharaohs known as the Hyksos, who were the 6 pharaohs of the 15th dynasty. 1-5 gives you 6. Okay, we get the word Viking from Hyksos. Okay, VI is Roman numerals for 6. Super Bowl 5-1 gives you 6. So the 6 kings, which are the Vikings, will be in Super Bowl 5-1, which is Super Bowl 6 in numerology. Okay, so let's move on. The Indianapolis Colts will be facing your Vikings, your 6 kings. Okay, and just to let you know, they chose Teddy Bridgewater for the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings because, like I said, the original Vikings were the Hyksos, were melanated pharaohs. So they chose a melanated QB to be the head of the franchise of the Vikings. They did that for a reason, people. It's all a ritual. It's all a ritual. The original Vikings were heavily melanated. That's why they chose a melanated QB to be the leader of their football team. Okay? Very, very symbolic. It is all a ritual. And this is why the Colts will be in Super Bowl 51. Okay? The Colt represents good luck. The Colt, the horseshoe, represents good luck. Do you think it's a coincidence that the head of their football franchise has a last name of Luck and is basically one of the most satanic, ungodly names on the planet? Because when you believe in luck, then you don't believe in divine intervention. You don't believe in divine destiny that the Creator set out for you. So now you believe the universe is operated off of chance. Okay? So, like I said, even by us thinking the word luck is true, is a basic satanic thought, if you really want to get technical with it. Okay? So right here, we have 7 holes in the horseshoe. We have 7 holes in the horseshoe, which symbolize your higher 7 chakras, okay? Then we have the Vikings, VI, Roman numeral for 6. We have right here, higher 7 chakras, and the 6 kings, 7 and 6 gives you your damn 13. The original 4-leaf clover, the 4-leaf clover symbolized fortune. The 4-leaf clover symbolized fortune. The 4-leaf clover symbolized fortune. 4-leaf clover. The Jews in Ireland changed the name from fortune to luck. They changed the name fortune to luck because the 4-leaf clover symbolized fortune, just like I said in an earlier video. And then the Zionist Jews over there in Ireland changed that name to luck. So now they drafted a Zionist Jew to the Indianapolis Colts with the last name of Luck. Okay? Also, the Broncos acquired their 3rd Super Bowl last year. Okay? The Broncos franchise acquired their 3rd Super Bowl last year. The Colts will acquire their 3rd Super Bowl this year. Okay? The colt is nothing but a baby horse, people. If you research the definition of a colt, the colt is a baby horse, okay? Just like a baby bronco. It's the same damn thing. It's another damn pale horse winning the damn Super Bowl. So this is another horseman symbolizing the 4 horsemen of Revelation in your Bible. So this Super Bowl will symbolize one of the horsemen from Revelations to destroy the Viking or the 6 Hyksos pharaohs. Let me repeat. So this Super Bowl will symbolize one of the horsemen from Revelations destroying the Vikings or the six Hyksos pharaohs. The melanated six Hyksos pharaohs, known as the Vikings, the six kings, the six pharaohs, will be destroyed by one of the pale horses of Revelations, which will be the baby colt horse. Okay, like I said, people, I've been doing this on YouTube since my first damn video of January 3rd, 2014. You know what I'm saying? I do this off of Vedic numerology, Kemetic numerology, the same numerology our Atlantean and Lemurian ancestors were using. This is why I'm so accurate with my predictions, and I will continue to be. Okay? Now, right here, we have, this is going to be real interesting. We have your 2016 NBA Finals, okay? The team with the Bridgewater on their logo failed in the 2016 NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors failed in the 2016 NBA Finals. The team with the Bridgewater on their logo failed, and the Golden State Warriors lost, okay? The team with the Golden Gate Bridge on their logo failed because Teddy Bridgewater will fail in the Super Bowl. The year after the team with the Bridgewater on their logo failed, Teddy Bridgewater will fail in the Super Bowl, symbolizing the Golden Gate Bridgewater being attacked with an underwater nuclear weapon to cause a 9.4 or an 8.5 earthquake in San Francisco. Ladies and gentlemen, remember where you heard it first. Around the time of the 2017 Super Bowl, there's going to be an underwater nuclear weapon dropped under the Golden Gate Bridge, which will cause a 9.4 or an 8.5 earthquake to hit the city of San Francisco. And if you think I'm bullshitting, well, let's just wait and see what happens at these Olympics in the next damn 2 weeks, which has a 8.5, which has a 8.5 numerology, which gives you 13, just like the damn Paris attacks of last year. But what do I know? Nobody wants to listen to me. Teddy Bridgewater will fail in the 51 Super Bowl, just like the Bridgewater of the Golden Gate Bridge will get hit with an underwater nuclear weapon and cause a 9.4 or an 8.5 earthquake in San Francisco. And if you think I'm bullshitting, well, I feel sorry for you, buddy. If you know anybody who lives in Frisco, I'm not bullshitting right now, you really might want to suggest that they relocate within the next year, because that is going to be their method of enacting martial law on the western coast of the United States. They're going to make it look like a natural disaster, and they're going to force people to become under government control. They're basically going to force people into seeking government help by causing this earthquake, which is going to be caused by a underwater nuclear weapon dropped by HARP. Okay, they already got this planned. It's going to either be a 9.4 or an 8.5 earthquake. The Teddy Bridgewater will fail in the 2017 Super Bowl. The team with the Bridgewater logo failed in the NBA Finals, so the Bridgewater in San Francisco is going to fail. The bridge is going to collapse and fail. The Bridgewater is going to go down, and it's going to be attacked by an underwater nuclear weapon that's going to attack the Bridgewater. That is why Teddy Bridgewater's name is so damn significant. It's all spiritual, people. It's all spiritual, people. We have to get hip to this information, and we have to start doing our research and realize the rituals that play out right in front of our faces. It's not a game. It is not a joke. And just to further my case here, hold on one second. Just to further my case here, if you look at the numerology of the last Super Bowl in 2016, the Super Bowl date of 2016 was February 7th, 2016. 2 plus 1 plus 6 gives you your 9. Then February 7th gives you your 9. You have a 2 and you have a 7. So 9 plus 9 gives you 18. 18 was Peyton Manning's number. 18 was Peyton Manning's number. Okay, Peyton Manning won that Super Bowl. So what do we have in the 2017 numerology? What do we have in the 2017 numerology for the Super Bowl of 2017? The Super Bowl date is February 5th, 2017. February 5th, 2017. 2017 is 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 7 is 10 plus 2 for February, which is 12, plus another 5 for the 5th, which is 17. So the numerology of Super Bowl 51 is 17. That's funny, because if you add Andrew Luck's number with Teddy Bridgewater's number, you get 17. You get 17. Andrew Luck's number is 12. Teddy Bridgewater's number is 5. If you add 12 and 5, you get 17. If you add all the numbers up for the Super Bowl date of 51, you get 17. It is not a game. That is symbolizing that both of these quarterbacks with both of those numbers will be in that Super Bowl. It's going to be a Cinderella story for Andrew Luck. He's returning hometown to Houston. Adrian Peterson is the star running back for the Vikings. He was born in Palestine, Texas, which is right in between Houston and Dallas. So he'll be returning home for the Super Bowl as well. All a fixed, all a farce, all an illusion. The NFC title game will be between the Saints and the Vikings. The two states where both of those shootings happened, with Donald Sterling. I'm sorry about that. Alton Sterling and Philando in Minnesota. Okay, those two police officer shootings, the states where those occurred at, those two states will be in the NFC title game. And let me tell you guys something. People don't understand what is right in front of their face and what is so obvious. Right now, the government is going to silence the community in Louisiana. Let me tell you how they're going to do that. They're going to cause the New Orleans Saints to have a 14-win season. Let me repeat. The New Orleans Saints will win the NFC South and have a 14-win season. They'll win 14 games. And they will be favored to go to the Super Bowl. Drew Brees will break a lot of records this season because they are going to want to silence the community in Louisiana from the Alton Sterling shooting. Mark my words, they will be favored to go to the Super Bowl. The Minnesota Vikings will get the 5th or 6th seed. I think they're going to get the 5th seed, and they're going to upset 3 top teams. They're going to upset the Redskins, the Packers, and the Saints in the playoffs, and they're going to blow them out, which will cause many people to bet their money on the Vikings in the Super Bowl. You're going to see a lot of money put on the Vikings in the Super Bowl because the Vikings are going to look like a juggernaut in the playoffs, just how the Panthers look like a juggernaut in the playoffs, which caused America to put their money on that team. And the Colts are gonna find quote unquote luck. Okay, the Colts are gonna barely beat their opponents in the playoffs, and they're gonna find what you would call luck, quote unquote luck, when it's all fixed anyway. And by them barely beating their opponents, that's gonna cause people to put their money, okay, on the Vikings. The Vikings are gonna be heavily favored in the Super Bowl, and they're gonna say Andrew Luck found luck and upset the Vikings, the Six Kings, in the Super Bowl. That is going to be the ritual. That is going to be the ritual. Lucifer's luck over the original 6 pharaohs, called Hyksos, okay, and the team headed by Teddy Bridgewater will fail. The Bridgewater will fail, just like the Golden Gate Bridge, the Golden State Warriors, with the Golden State Bridge on their logo. They failed in the 2016 NBA Finals. They failed. So Teddy Bridgewater will fail. And this is symbolizing an earthquake to come in 2017 that will either be a 9.4 or an 8.5. Okay, that will cause massive destruction that we haven't even fathomed. Okay, which will be the starting point for martial law in this country. I basically decoded this all through etymology, through world history, through symbology, and through ancient numerology. Okay? This is all predestined, all pre-planned. Okay? It is a definite that the Colts will defeat the Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl 51 on February 5th, 2017. Also, what's really interesting is the real birth date of Barack Obama, who was really Barry Soetoro. The real birth date of Barack Obama is February 5th. So this Super Bowl date is going to be on Barack Obama's real birthday of February 5th. His the birth certificate that he showed was fake, and it was proven it was a hoax. So I found out his real birthday is February 5th. The Super Bowl date is on Obama's birthday. I hope and I plead to the ancestors and the creators that he does not serve a third term, because if Obama serves a third term, we are in big trouble. If Trump steals the election like Bush did back in 2000, we are in big trouble. Okay, so I know it's crazy when I say something like that, but I'm hoping and I'm pleading to the ancestors that those two scenarios do not play out. Okay, but I do not think it's a coincidence that the numerology and the date of the Super Bowl is the birthday, the real birthday of Barack Obama, February 5th. Okay, so like I said, this is all predestined, pre-planned. I thank the ancestors for all the enlightenment and intuition that they've given me. I appreciate everybody who supported RFG movement, Atlantean movement. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's the chosen one, man. I'm out.